We are at a local trail spot, a bit of a fave, with two incredible bikes. The Pivot Shuttle LT long travel and the Phoenix 29. In my opinion, the ultimate downhill bike. This feels amazing. So the question is, full on downhill bike or full on e-bike? What's going to be best in the trails and overall? So there's some pretty gnarly trails here, so they're going to favour this bike. However, I know this is super capable as well. And this has got more appropriate tyres on, so this might even things out a little bit. Let's get riding. Who'd have thought? This thing, pushing up downhill bikes, this just feels so easy. Light as a feather. So that might be quite a good one actually for this. I'm going to try riding up on that and then tight, like just front wheel. A little bit hesitant with one of them.
That looks wild.
Oh, that's what a downhill bike should. Makes you smile. That's such a good bit of trail. So many bits you can float off, and around the corner as well, it just keeps going, just little steps. Little nuggets. This is so confidence inspiring on the downhills, even on like, you know, more pedally stuff that you think e-bikes wouldn't be so good at. I think they tend to be better on the steeper stuff, but yeah, it's surprising. And this is standard, this hasn't been tampered with. So 15 mile an hour is the limit, but you're rarely pedaling that fast on most of these kind of trails anyway. It's mint. Push.
What do you suspect of the bikes in here?
I think the e-bike will just steamroll through this pretty good. I think it will be a little bit harder to manoeuvre. There's one or two corners where you're almost turning as you're coming off a drop. Downhill bike will just dance its way through, if I can make it dance, but it'll be a lot smoother. Yeah, I think they'll both feel pretty good. This is like probably the roughest, one of the roughest bits on the hill. I'll try to go through it fast as one of the roughest bits, and it's always, nearly always damp. Even if the rocks are dry, your tyres are wet a lot of the time, and quite high consequence, because if you get it wrong, you're going to hurt yourself. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. Yeah, so this rock garden is, from here you can't really see the kind of technicality of it, but there's jutty out rocks and holes through a lot of it, although there is a smoother line, and then there's a line that's off the rock, tight over a gap with a jaggy rock, then over quite a high consequence corner. If you get wrong or slip coming into it, there's just rocks everywhere. And on this, from memory, I kind of like just ploughed through it. It was a lot of noise. It was like, you know, just into the holes, bang, bang, bang. But it's straight line pretty much. It felt alright, it felt steady, it felt safe. On the Phoenix, it was quite different. Just the weight, I guess extra suspension helps as well, and you just skim across stuff, and it was so much nicer and confidence inspiring. And even coming off that last corner, kind of like slightly nose heavy, it was almost like it felt totally fine. I feel happy going through stuff like that on either of those bikes, but undoubtedly faster and safer on that. But that's maybe at the upper end of things. I mean, you're not riding that, you know, on your average trail maybe. The kind of initial question and point of today, trying these two bikes, which are quite different to be fair, trying them back to back just to see what's the better all-rounder. Obviously the Phoenix is the better downhiller, but it's not much on the LT. The different weight give it slightly different characteristics. That's way more playful. If you're happy to do push-ups or uplift, obviously that's the tool for the job. If you're just every day leaving from the house, wanting to ride your favourite trails, even if they are pretty full-on downhill stuff, then that just can't be beaten. It's such a good bike, and it's fairly light for a kind of full-fat e-bike. They do have a lighter one, the SL, which I'm yet to try. If I had to choose one, it'd probably be the Shuttle, just because it is, for me, more everyday usable. But I do race downhill, so like that's a nice luxury to have. So light, I mean, pedaling it about, it's not what it's made for, but it feels like, you know, quite pleasant. Riding it downhill just floats. It's such a nice bike to ride. The suspension is so supple as well. This is just, for me, the best downhill bike I've ever ridden over 25 years of racing or whatever. It'll be my downhill bike for the foreseeable, for sure. I can't imagine anything feeling better than it. But this would be my everyday go riding bike, because it's downhill bike, uphill lift, shuttle, hence the name. It's everything in one. Brilliant. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll catch you soon.